Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Divine Patrick. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. Those of you who are coming back, thank you so much for joining us once again. Today's topic is going to be a continuation of the first topic in our amazing series, which is titled The M's in Our Lives as Women. Here I have our guest,
Chisom Okafor, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
So first of all, we're going to be calling my friend Faith. She's a nursing student at the University of Manitoba. And yeah, I know that's pretty impressive. Yeah, so we have a list of questions for her, like Divine mentioned earlier, on the topic of mentorship. So hopefully she knows how to answer them right. Okay. Hi, Faith.
Hi.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. So we're doing we have a list of questions that we have for you, like on the topic mentorship. Do you think you'll be able to answer them?
Yes.
Okay.
I should.
Perfect. So the first question is do you have a mentor?
Yes, I do.
Really? That's just really nice to hear, because most people don't
Most people don't even know the
importance
importance
of having a mentor,
yeah.
right? So why do you have a mentor?
Oh yeah. So I have a mentor because, in my opinion, in life, as you're growing older in life, you always have someone in front of you. It's good to have someone who has gone through that journey that you're about to take, that can actually help you, that can advise you and tell you, oh, don't do this. They've probably fallen into certain circumstances that led them to do that had bad consequences, and so having someone to tell you so you don't make that same mistake, I feel like that's really important, because you don't know no one is perfect, no one knows everything, right? So sometimes in life you need someone to guide you. I feel like I have a mentor for guidance and in my field of study in life, for guidance most especially, because they've been through stuff I haven't been through, and so it's easier to live life through their experience. It makes life way much easier.
Yeah. So I love what you said. It's easier to live life through their experiences, right? Because not everyone knows everything, right? So yeah, thank you for answering that question. So the next question is, do you prefer having a mentor that you have a personal relationship with, or a mentor or someone you don't know personally?
I prefer having someone like a close mentor, someone I have a personal relationship with.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Why would you? Why would you?
Because I prefer a mentor that I have a close relationship with, because life is not just about your career. It's not just about what you want to do, your goals in terms of your career. It's also about personal stuff. There are sometimes things happen to you and it's personal, but it also has to do with your field, your career and your goals in life. Although it's personal, you want someone you're able to tell something to. If it's someone that's just out there, like a famous person, you might not be able to talk to them one-on-one and describe your particular situation, because I believe everyone is different. No two people have the same experiences, be it personal or in their goals. So if you have a close relationship with that person, you can always explain yourself better. Even if, let's say, for example, the person hasn't been through what you've been through, but you have having the opportunity to actually explain yourself to them, they might actually understand you better and give you even more better advice. So I feel like being able to talk to your mentor, being able to ask for their opinion and being able to ask for advice from them is really important. I feel like it's part of mentorship. Right? That's why I prefer someone that I'm close to.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, right? Yeah. Because you need someone that you be able to talk to personal, in terms of personal matters, things that someone that's literally out there would not be able to explain or discuss with. So I totally agree with you.
Just like a brain to pick on. Right?
Yeah. So I totally So the last question we'll be asking you is, what challenges have you encountered having a distant mentor or a close mentor?
Okay, yeah. So having a close mentor, the thing is, sometimes like I said, you might want to tell them something personal, but then you also feel like in your heart, are they gonna judge me for this? Like, let's say it's a life experience you've been through, something you've been through that's affecting your decision. You also have the fear. Oh, if I tell this person this, because I'm gonna know them for the rest of my life, or someone like a close family member, or someone from like someone I really look up to. Are they gonna judge me? Are they like? Because they're gonna be in your life probably forever, because they're probably like family.
Yeah.
Or so you're thinking, always thinking, are they gonna judge me? And like for the are you gonna know them for the rest of your life?
Right.
So it's like, is this person gonna continue judging me for the rest of your life? Like, do I tell this person this? Because if it's a stranger, I might never meet you again. So I don't have that burden of thinking, oh, judgment from that side.
Yeah.
But I feel like having a close relationship with the person, I'm always afraid that, oh, anytime I tell this person something, they might judge me. But I feel like it's a problem that can be easily overcome if you really if you know your mentor really well, and you know that, okay, this person is a really nice person, and this person really wants the best for me. So I feel like they would not judge you. So that's something. It's a problem that's easy to overcome, but when you're starting up, when you're just starting having to have a close mentor, it's really hard. I had that problem when I first had my mentor, because I was like, should I tell her this about me? Would she judge me? Would she say something negative about it? Would she turn her back on me and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But after a while, you get to know, okay, this person really wants what's best for me, and I should really tell them what's going on.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I really like I like what you have said, and also I just had some questions, like just something else. Like, why do you think you would have, or why would you have a mentor that you still have doubts sharing personal information with? So, are you having this mentor just because you like or you admire where the person is at that stage in life, and you want to be at that point sometime in your life? Or is it because are you distant from the person? Because if you're having doubts of being judged, then it probably means that you guys don't have that close relationship that would make you feel comfortable telling the person what. So
Okay. So
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That's why I said, like, early on, when you first like tell the person your intentions, oh, I would like you to mentor me. Like when you're meeting, like, even though the person is a close family member, like not family in my case, but like a close like family friend, or like it's like being someone's family and being a mentor is it's completely different, right?
Yeah.
So asking them to be your mentor is like them seeing you in a completely new light.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like even if you have a close personal relationship in terms of family, but the moment you ask them to be your mentor, it's like you're starting another kind of relationship afresh.
Yeah.
It's like getting to know someone for the first time. The person might love you, might have your best interests at heart, but because you don't know that person in that light, you don't know that someone in that kind of in that aspect yet, you are still kind of skeptical about the person. But like I said, the more you know the person, the more you talk about it. Like you tell them, I told my mentor, I'm afraid you're gonna judge me when I say so. And then she put my mind at ease. She was like, no, that's not. I'm your mentor to help you grow. And so once you're able to talk to them about stuff like that, it took me like less than like a month or 2 weeks. What am I saying? It took me less than 2 weeks to become like completely free of the whole judgment thing. So it's just something, I feel like it's something you can always talk about. Like I said, it's very easy to overcome. It's like, because it's starting a new relationship with someone. Any kind of relationship you're starting, you're always going to have that skepticism with you. So I feel like it's just I feel like it's a minor problem that can be easily overcome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So basically, like when you have a mentor, you just become kind of careful, and you always like want to make the person proud. I get what you're saying. That's true.
So like Fade, you've like basically like answered all our questions. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So you guys heard that. That was Faith, and I really like what she said, and I agree with most, if not all, of what she has just said.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be calling Tammy from my end, Mrs. Tammy actually. I'm going to be calling Mrs. Tammy from my end. So she is a business analyst, a senior business analyst, and I do think her opinion, she could shine light on some areas in this topic. Hi, Mrs. Tammy. This is Divine calling. I'm calling you to talk about mentorship, and I just wanted to find out, like, do you have a mentor?
Yes. Hi, Divine. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Oh, sorry, forgive my manners. How are you doing today, ma?
I am very well, thank you. So back to your question. Yes, I have a mentor. And I just want to say that, so I have like different mentors based on different areas.
Wow.
So I have like a career mentor, I have like a spiritual mentor, and then I also have like a life coach, which is also a mentor. And so that kind of covers everything, if I'm making sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So why do you have a mentor? Or why do you have mentors in this case?
Okay, so you know what? You need a lot of guidance in whatever you decide to do or whatever you're doing. Like you can't know it all.
Yeah.
So yes, and most of the time your mentors might not necessarily be older than you, but your mentors should have more experience than you, right?
Right.
So if I'm looking up to you, then that means I have something to get from you, and then vice versa as well. Like I might have something to offer you, but I know I have something to get from you more than I have to offer you.
Right.
So I have a mentor because most of the time I may need help. I may need someone to put me through like the things that I'm doing. Sometimes if I have a problem at work, like I have a mentor I can call and ask for
Direction.
his opinion. Yes, exactly. Like his opinion on things. And also in my career path, if I need to move from where I am currently to like the next phase. So those are the kind of discussions I can have with my mentor. And of course, for spiritual mentor as well, I'll just say I am growing every day. So there are people that I listen to. They might not be personal mentors. Okay, fine. Your pastor should be your first mentor because you listen to him all the time, right?
Yeah.
So aside from my pastor, like there are some other people I listen to as well. So
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
That answers the question actually. So in this case, I guess she's having distance mentors. Actually, she has distance mentor in some cases, and then close mentors in some cases, which takes us to our next question. So, do you prefer having a mentor that you have a personal relationship with, or someone who you don't know personally?
It depends, right? Of course, the closer you are to the person, the easier for you to access the person. So if you have a personal relationship with a mentor, you know that no matter what, they will always create time for you.
Yeah.
Because you have a special place in their heart.
Yeah.
But if you have like a distant person, so a distant person could be someone you look up to in your industry, or someone you look up to in your spiritual work with God. It could be a pastor, it could be maybe someone, it could
public
be,
figure.
it could be like, yes, it could be Michelle Obama, but the thing is, you might not have access to them, but people have written books, you can follow them closely on in any of their social media. So like, even if you don't have the personal relationship access, you can still feel close to them through their books, through their, their media space, whatever it can be, maybe Facebook, maybe Instagram, or a website. So it depends. If, of course, personal is much better, but even if you don't have personal, you can also do the long mentorship program.
Yeah, but basically it has to be someone that has the same goal with what you're trying to achieve, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So you won't, I won't, even if I have a there has to be something we have in common, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
someone, the person might be a doctor and still be my mentor, but there must be a connection with
Right.
them. Like,
Yeah.
yes, there must be a connection. Like, I'm not just going to be following someone because she's fine, or of course I
Popular,
can
yeah,
follow them
rich.
for some fashion ideas, but I'm not just going to be following them blindly. Like, oh, this person is so beautiful, and then I'll just follow them, and then I just want them to be my mentor. But truthfully, they might not offer you any value, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you want someone that would offer you a valuable relationship to
Right.
say. And then another thing again is, in order to gain access. So currently my coach, or I'll also call him coach versus mentor. Okay, so this is someone that I used to listen to, but there wasn't any form of relationship.
Right.
So in order to gain access to him, I had to pay for one of his courses. So I paid for it, and then from there we now have some sort of relationship,
Wow.
which I still try to nurture, because it's not as if I'm there yet, but I'm just following him closely. So
Right. Right.
so sometimes, even if you don't have access to people, you need to create or look for venues to gain access to them. Sometimes you need to buy gifts. You need to just be there in their faces, so that when they are sleeping, they are thinking about you. When they
Yeah.
are eating, they are thinking about you. And the truth is, they are always so busy. So you need to find a way for them to make time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. So this
You're
is our
welcome.
last question. What challenges have you encountered having a distance mentor and a close mentor?
Okay, so most of the time, like the people I look up to, most of them are busy. So the issue of time, yeah. So getting access to them, and then the issue of them making out time for you. So sometimes you can reach out to them, and they might not reach out back to you. But the thing is, you never give up. You are the one looking for something. You are the one
Yeah.
seeking for a value, or I don't know, something for them from them. So you have to keep pushing, and then maybe one day they will have your time. But of course, some like, I wouldn't say but some of them that I have a personal relationship with, like, they can give me that time. But sometimes the ones you really need their time, or you need their attention, you might not really get it. So, but the thing is, never give up. You just keep pushing, like keep reposting their post on Instagram, so that they will notice you,
There
right?
to get noticed, yeah.
That you are looking
I
for
do
something,
that.
and then you,
Yeah.
yes, just on their, like, just wish them well. Like, whatever they are doing, comment on their posts, whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Just be interested in them, and then they will notice you one day, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This I really like your opinion. It was actually very enlightening, and I really enjoyed having you on this show. Thank you so much. We're going to be saying goodbye now, and we really hope you have a good evening.
thank you, Divine. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Okay. Wow. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Right.
yeah. I really enjoyed it because Faith gave us something different,
Yeah.
and then Mrs. Tammy gave us something different as well. And I really like the fact that she had distant mentors and close mentors, and
right.
then she gave us challenges. And thumbs up, Mrs. Tammy, if you watch this. We really enjoyed your opinion, and Faith, we also enjoyed having you.
So basically, one thing that I like the fact that both of them, like, they both had different challenges, right? For the case of Mrs. Tammy, it was like time. For like Faith is like fear of being judged, right? So basically, it's like something that, like, people that are trying to get mentors, like new people, or maybe like, oh, okay, I feel like I need a mentor in this particular area of my life, right? That's something that, like, basically, like, you would face. So basically, you're not alone. Like, basically is most people, there are people around that actually go through stuff like that. So yeah, so we should recognize that we're not alone. Like everyone struggles with times. Like it's almost like everyone is always busy. So like you have nothing. So like basically, so you should not be like scared or bothered, like basically because of, oh, your mentor is like doesn't have enough time. Just like she said, keep pushing, and one day he'll probably like
reach out. Okay, so I was actually going to ask you, so what are your challenges having a distant or a close mentor?
Well, for me, my challenges that I've faced, well, usually it started like at the beginning, right? When I decided to get a mentor, right? Basically for me, my close mentors is like the issue of opening up, right? Like it was hard for me to open up at first because I'm not that kind of person that would just easily open up to anyone, especially about issues that concern my life or something, right? So for me, it was like opening up at the beginning for personal mentors. But like distant mentors is, the problem I've faced is maybe like trying to get the things that they put out there. For example, like if they like put out a book and the price tag is not like looking so like favorable, right? So like I won't be, and I'm not able to get it, right? But then I feel like if that person is really your mentor, you one way or the other, you like do stuff to get there, like what they put out there, right? So like basically opening up and the not being able to like get like the stuff they put out, right? So those are the problems, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
personally, my challenges having mentor is having a distant mentor is actually believing what they say, because having a public figure as a mentor, you don't know what they are putting out, because like they can decide to lie and make it a perfect story, and then you're out here stressing out, feeling like you're not doing enough or you're not doing the right things. And then like I have mentors, but at the same time sometimes stories can be a little bit too perfect, and I just feel like in life no one is perfect. So if I have a mentor and my mentor is sounding too perfect to me, I think I'm going to start looking, okay, it's time for me to look for somebody else.
But I mean, there can be like honest people out there too as well.
Yeah, there are honest people. That's why I said like when your story is sounding too perfect.
Yeah, but then what will you define as too perfect?
Well, some people like, for instance, we all started from this, and then we did this steady, and then it worked out. We did it once, and it worked. There is like, I feel like there's just too many fails like in life, like trial and errors in life, for me to just believe that you can just be perfect. But some people actually are perfect at one try, but when your story is just becoming too perfect, I feel like okay. It's not like I will entirely block the person out and be like, okay, you're not my mentor anymore, but I'll just be a little more skeptical. I'll just look into it more like, okay, this is what I'm going to take. Basically I start picking out what I need and what I don't need. I trash in the bin.
So yeah, basically like if you want to pick out like someone like a mentor that is like distant from you, right? Suggest you look out for more real people, you know.
They are real people.
So
basically like me picking out a mentor, I select like wanting to have a mentor. It means I have something in common, like Mrs. Tammy said. You have to have something in common. There has to be something that inspires you about that person for you to decide that person is your mentor. So looking forward, like you might just follow the person's story, or you hear the person's story 5 times, or hear the person's teaching like maybe 5 times, 3 times, and you're like, okay, I actually enjoy this person, I feel like I will learn so much. And then when you go deep to now follow the person's story, and you start seeing that there are some loopholes, that like this story is too perfect. Okay, how did you get from this stage to this stage? And then the fact that they're distant, you can't communicate with them, you can't actually reach out to them and be like, oh, I just wanted to know at this stage in your life, or maybe I'm at this stage in my life now, how did you get from here to here? What route did you take?
That's also a problem for having like distant mentor.
That's my problem. Like time, communication, because I feel like communication is everything. I'm someone who likes to actually speak to someone and be listened to. And if I'm in a mentor relationship that I'm only listening and no one is listening to me, I begin to panic. Like, okay, am I actually doing this right?
Yeah.
Or is this the same thing my mentor would do in this situation? Like, I really feel it's better. I have better relationship with my close mentor, and having a close mentor, I have the same. I think I have you. I think I kind of have combination of your your fear of being judged, because I actually don't have, actually no, I don't have I don't panic of, like, or I don't get scared to share personal information about myself. The only worry I have is being judged. Like, some people you consider your mentor, you tell them about yourself, you tell them about the situation you are in, and then they might just act cool and advise you in that case, and then you don't know who they are telling your story, and you might just notice that the relationship has kind of changed. Maybe they start disrespecting you indirectly and stuff like that. That's mostly my fear.
So basically, they start looking at you in a different
they
light.
start looking at you like, oh, you actually did that. Okay, you must maybe you don't have upbringing or like something, and like, okay, I decided to share this with you obviously because I'm not proud of it and I wanted to do it better, and then you just decide to judge me. Or some people would actually be good enough to hide what they feel when you're there, and then when you just leave,
the whole world's gonna hear it.
It's serious.
So I mean, you should be careful. Like, I feel like you should get to a point, like, before you can call someone like your personal or your close mentor, it should get to a point where you feel like, oh, you can actually trust this person before you start sharing stuff with this person. You don't just meet someone and you decide, okay, you want this person to be your mentor and start sharing personal stuff. It doesn't work like that. So basically, if you are trying to get a mentor, I feel like there should be this time where you like study the person. Basically,
both of you should be communicating equally. Like, you shouldn't be the only one spilling about yourself, because how can you have a mentor that you don't know anything about? So what makes that person your mentor?
Basically,
if that person is not telling you, this is what I have done, this is what I've experienced, and
in
all
this
that, then
aspect,
you should start pulling back. Like, okay, I don't think this person thinks they are my mentor or knows they're my mentor. You can actually say that, oh, you're actually my mentor, so you should be telling me more stories about yourself and your experiences. And if you do that and they still keep information for you, or you don't trust that what they're saying is true, that is not your mentor. Go back to the market and get a new mentor.
They have a mentor market or something. So like, I totally like agree with what you said, and hopefully all these things that we've pointed out, basically from Mrs. Tammy and also from Faith, will help you, like, basically, because like we're sharing our own stories, right? So I hope like whoever's watching this will like learn from this.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We really enjoyed, and we feel like we learned so much from Chisom and Mrs. Tammy and Mrs. Faith. Thank you guys. If you're watching this, thank you so much. And you're going to do my closing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to do this. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you subscribe, because like we have like a lot. Well, not we. She has a lot of stuff.
Okay, I'll do this. Subscribe.
Okay, so like thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe to this channel, like, comment, share, like all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace. Thank you.